Oh, denke ich. Nee, nicht, danke.
The great mystery is, are godlike
Ja,
blessed?
anderes.
I can't believe my eyes. A true
good.
godlike. And in such good shape.
Okay, sind die... Ja, das sind ja die Nebengeschichten, oder? Ja. Das ist ja die Sehungsmethode ja näher dran. Gut, hier ist ein Warenhaus.
Ah, a new face. Welcome, welcome. There may not be much left, but feel free to take a look.
Okay. Der Dietrich hier. Mitnehmen.
Show me what you got. Come and get me.
Irgendwas.
Is that it?
Mein Gott. Liegt gleich da unten. Aber das Haus, da auch. Das ist normal, die Türen kaputt sind.
I really don't think you can.
I have things to do, you know.
Gut, da ist nix. Halt. So, Aufwarten vom Rüstung kann ich wieder machen. Ziehen, okay.
One moment.
Das ist nichts Besonderes. Sprich mit den Kanal. Hey Nico, darf ich rein?
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Möglicherweise ist das die Richtung, die ich aber gehen muss.
Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancer's fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't
There
the
you go.
first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
Worüber streiten Sie?
Look around. The town's overgrown, the crops are dying. What's not to fight about?
Just take a blessed day look outside. Doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was
das
hoping
da.
to learn some local
Ich stehe direkt davor.
curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancer's fight.
Ah, nee, es ist die Stadt. Okay. Nicht das Haus des Gouverneurs, wie ich dachte, sondern eher die Stadt. Ich höre nicht schreien. Nächste.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
Und mit wem spreche ich?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Sehr gefährlich. Wir müssen sie als Faktor für diese Seuche ausschließen.
Good. Perhaps he will listen to you. I am not fashioned for statecraft. Still, I think the governor is too stubborn to be persuaded even by the Emperor's finest. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests.
Und
We all
Was
have
macht
our
ihr?
part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
okay. Was war da enthalten? Benutzen was. Erstmal sagt das Spiel, erstmal Error. Ich melde mich gleich wieder. Bin wieder hier gelandet. Hier.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
Ja, ich bin aber auf diplomatischer
As
Mission.
am I, in a way. Forgive me. I'm Captain Alfair, captain in the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Vielleicht sollte die Diplomatie den Diplomaten überlassen werden.
Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests.
Fragen starren.
We all have our part to play,
Also selber.
envoy.
Okay.
Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
No. Halten zum Essen, okay. Ah, Kopfgelder?
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
Was ist deine Aufgabe? Okay. Mach ich. Ja,
Aura
Kopfgelder holen.
Tagori. I hope to see you soon.
Ein geschwemmten Stein. Ein Trio. Ein Dornkopf. Ein Bär. Ein Bericht, der Arbeiter sein soll. Und ein
I have a
Insekt. Also
theory
ein
that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
Abgezogen.
Can I
Hey, hast du was?
Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
Könige Vorräte. Warum hat die epische Waffen als Apothekerin? Ja, die hat keine Dietrich, ich wollte gerade sagen, meine Dietriche. Aber ich kann ja sie beklauen.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
Wie so oft, erstmal alles beklauen.
If only we had these in the tusks.
Okay.
They do such lovely work here, don't they?
Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are. Just as you don't know who I am.
You're blessed a mad. I remember you. I got you.
So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment.
Du bist also ein Barkron, okay?
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit unusual to see one of my people about. But I'm here on important business. If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me.
Ja, ich werd mit
Thank
beim
you.
beiden.
I wouldn't want my fellow wardens to misunderstand.
But we still don't even know why you're here.
You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. Please be discreet. So let's keep...
Okay, kann ich mit denen reden?
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora. Rejuvenate.
Oh, hier ist noch eine Dame für eine Quest.
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
Welches Gebiet hast du gerade
I was
gesprochen gehabt?
calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
Aber Probleme könnten möglicherweise etwas mit den bösen Geistern zu tun haben, oder etwa nicht.
We cannot take that chance. There are angry spirits, and you know the problems we face. I believe the two are related. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
Eine Sache brauche ich, würde gerne mehr darüber erfahren.
Of course. I follow a Valian tradition that teaches that the journey back to the cycle is a long and perilous one. Bareth appears as the usher to guide souls into the next life, but those who lose their way risk the ire of the Pallid Knight. We offer food to the recently dead to still their minds and give them something to offer should the knight demand her toll.
Eine Mahlzeit ist wohl eher das Letzte, worüber sich tote Zeugen machen müssten. Eigentlich
The
ja.
recently dead are nearly as alive as you or I. Many don't believe they're dead, and many rebel against Bareth's beckoning. Any peace we can offer only helps them accept their fate and move on to the next life.
Und was denn würde ich tun?
You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Okay.
The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
Und das dritte?
The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
Wir hoffen, dass dies eure wütende Geister beruhigen wird. Genau.
I believe it will do exactly that. The spirits will find closure and rest, and the living can move on from this recent tragedy. Be careful, friends. The angry spirits lash out blindly. I cannot predict what awaits you at these graves.
Ach, nur
Next
tot.
time you want to tour
Verderben.
graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Gut. Hier reingehen und alles
Empty
beklauen.
again.
Seems that way.
Vidaro says the current crop looks
Ein
promising.
Beseller.
How can he know that? He's not a farmer.
Be patient. He hasn't steered us wrong before.
Und die offen lassen.
I am not accustomed to failure.
Ugh, neither am I. But it happens to the best of us, no? They made up their minds before we even started.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll try again.
But it's the third time.
You know how it is. Their standards are impossible. It isn't personal.
Of course it's personal. It's the Animonsters workshop.
Kann ich irgendwie helfen euch beiden?
Maybe we need some feedback on our proposal.
Using essence to cure male flaccidity is uncharted territory. I'm sure of our thesis.
Jetzt hast du meine Aufmerksamkeit gesagt. Genau.
Excellent. That bodes well, but I'm still not convinced. Perhaps our proposal title wasn't clever enough? What do you think of this? Boning without bones, essence and the performativity of male anatomy.
Consider this. From stick to stone, using essence to augment male performance.
Ich schlage vor, das da.
That's brilliant, huh? Simply brilliant.
We've done it again.
Wait until they read this. The days of packing rope are at an end.
Okay, so schnell ging's. Dann geht's hier hoch. Erstmal in der Kanal, wenn man reinkommt ins Haus, fühlt man sich ja sicher. Ah, da ist ein Buch. Ein Brief. Da ist nix.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The dream scourge is laying waste to our home.
Ach, rein sie sich. Ja.
I can prove it. We are discussing it now.
Da sollen wir streiten. Also erstmal einbrechen und alles klauen.
Have you heard? Chiata's causing trouble at the governor's mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the dream scourge. Not simply wait for it to pass.
Careful with that kind of talk. The governor has ears.
Spirits are truly wonderful, powerful, self-aware.
If you are looking for sanctuary, you have found it. The Gifted Magpie is a house of calm, rational discussion. We have only 2 rules of conduct. Maintain dignity and speak in a soft tone of voice. To put it gently, yes. Giata Castel is giving our governor a piece of her mind, loud enough to rattle the windows. Animonsters are miracle workers, but their work breeds obsession, rivalry, and bitter disagreement.
Muss hier viele Besteller sehen, oder?
Their anxiety keeps me in business. This tea house is where troubled minds come to approach problems from a quieter angle.
Aber ich könnte wirklich eine Tasse Tee vertragen.
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand. We have other goods for sale, if you care to peruse them. Trinkets I have collected over the years.
Dann sag mal her. Die Schatzkarte nehme ich an mich. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wo das ist. Leider keine Dietriche.
One moment.
Come all.
Die prächtige.
A moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul?
Nun, ich bin ein Göttähnlicher, ich trage also ein göttliches Erbe in mir.
Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel.
Und wie viel muss ich dir bezahlen, um meine Seele zu erleichtern?
That's the beauty of it. The first treatment's on the house. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. So tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh?
Das ja.
Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul. Can I interest you in a demonstration?
Meine Seele ist, ja, merkwürdig. Hey, die will nix.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're already thrown out.
Sag ich, bitte nicht aus dem Pub geworfen worden.
I had one job. One job. And I could pour you a drink. Good night.
Hast du, Dietriche?
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
Ich bin auf der Suche nach einem Beseeler. Kennst du welche?
You can't take a piss in the fjord without spotting an Animancer. But finding an Animancer you can trust, that's harder. I try Quilici and Giata. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Wo finde ich sie?
Outside and up the stairs. They're arguing with Vidaro. Just follow the profanity.
Kann ich etwas trinken? Da, Dietriche. Reiswein. Nee. Ja, nur Alkohol.
Welcome back, Envoy.
Na gut, ich bin in der Kneipe. Ist der Alkohol, das ist ja verständlich. Was bist du jetzt hier, du Leutnant, der trinkst?
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Kann ich dir irgendwie helfen?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
Wo ist der Rest deines Trupps?
I'd like to be. They're out searching. Someone had to hold down the fort. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
Wenn sie gefunden werden sollen, kann ich dir gerne helfen.
Brasilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to...
Einander kennenzulernen?
I think they know each other very well.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back. Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and
Du musst dich nicht rechtfertigen. Ich würde mir auch Sorgen um meine Schutz.
The last time I saw them,
Alter,
I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young men wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon.
Ado!
Ja, hier ist auch ein Händler.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Das da kannst du was mit damit machen?
Gelarde. This is star metal. Very rare stuff. Where did you get this? Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some more, and that would certainly not end well.
Kannst du etwas damit anfangen?
Ah, no. Unfortunately, I don't know how to work the metal into anything useful. Only enchant it. I did receive a shipment from Solace Keep recently, however. A mace crafted out of star metal, brought to me by a trader from Galloway's Tusks. I suggest you make your way there if you are looking for someone to work that beautiful metal into a proper weapon.
Galloway's tusks? Come on, it can't be that complicated. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff. And I'll take your money eventually.
Is there anything else I can help you with, amigo?
Sag mir deine Ware. Da gibt es schon epische Sachen. Gut. Perfektes Adra. Aber niedrig.
Welcome to my fine establishment, amigo.
Da geht's wieder raus. Die Stadt ist aber nicht sehr groß. Da geht's wieder raus.
Another thing. What if I wasn't a ranger?
Of course. What would you do?
Was ich hier mache, ich komme rein und beklaue dich, ganz einfach.
Maybe a cowherder.
Oh, I know. A rum brewer. Be a rum brewer.
But I'd make no money.
And why not?
Ich brauche nicht dein Geld, ich will einfach nur deine Gegenstände haben. Hilf nur mal nicht, mir doch egal. Alles mitnehmen, alles lesen. Nee, die ist zugewachsen.
I have been thinking about the moon.
Not this again.
There is no Adra on Bilafa. None that we can see in a telescope.
Das war's bereits schon. Wow. Ja, überall wo ich schon war, habe ich die Tür geöffnet und offen lassen. Dann war ich ja schon überall. Ja, langweilig. Ja, komm. Kann ich? Ha. Okay. Ich bin im Haus, bevor ich mit ihm rede. Nice. Okay.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Kurz wissen. Oh, die Tür ist zu. Ich bin da irgendwie von oben rein.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Das ist eine Frau.
Teeth. Dancing in. Oh, my mouth.
Ja. Dann würde ich mal meinen. Also, ist noch was? Ja. 2 Sachen. Würde ich mal sagen, ich tue ja die Aufnahmesession heute mal beenden wieder. Und nächste beginnen wir dann mit diesem Gespräch mit dem Governor und dementsprechend danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zur nächsten Aufnahmesession. Bis dahin. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.